Hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel, The Lad Flick Show. Today, we're diving deep into one of the action-packed military thriller movie, Valiant One. This movie filled with tensions in borderlands of North Korea. Does it deliver an intense survival story? So, let's break it down. First things first, this movie throws us straight into action. A U.S. Army helicopter crashes in North Korean territory due to a violent storm. Among the survivors are tech specialists and soldiers, completely cut off from U.S. military support. Their only chance, crossing enemy lines through the jungle while protecting an important civilian tech expert, played by Lana Condor. And the survivors, led by Edward Brockman, played by Stokes, must navigate hostile territory. But here's the catch: he's not a seasoned leader. He's just an analyst forced to take charge with little real combat experience. Tension rises when they encounter a mysterious young girl in the jungle, who may or may not be a key to their survival. Meanwhile, North Korean forces are closing, and trust becomes a dangerous game. One wrong move could mean death. As the team makes their final push to the extraction point, tensions explode. They meet a North Korean defector who offers to guide them through enemy territory. But here's the twist: he might not be trustworthy. The group splits over whether to trust him, leading to a deadly ambush. Coming to the final act, Brockman makes the tough call to sacrifice one of his own men to create a distraction for the team's escape. This moment is supposed to be his defining leadership transformation, but it falls flat due to weak buildup. And the climax, as the team reaches the DMZ, where they make their last desperate run for safety. But just as they reach the U.S. side, Brockman turns back, refusing to leave behind the young girl they saved earlier. It's a noble moment, but the execution lacks emotional weight. The film ends abruptly with a vague resolution, leaving us with more questions than answers. Coming to the performances. Stokes as Brockman is okay. His character arc, transforming from a desk analyst into a field leader, showed been the emotional backbone of the film. But it never really lands. His leadership moments feel forced, and there's no real depth to his growth. Lana Condor as Selby, the tech specialist. She brings some much-needed personality and stakes to the mission. But the rest of the squad? Completely forgettable. No real character development, no backstory, just generic soldiers in a generic war movie. Visually, this movie is a mix of great cinematography and weak CGI. The jungle setting looks gritty and realistic, adding to the tension. But the storm effects and explosions? Not so much. They feel rushed and outdated. And the action sequences are decent, but forgettable. The shootout in the underground cave, teased at the beginning of the movie, builds up excitement but ultimately feels underwhelming. The film tries to mix tactical military strategy with survival horror, but the execution lacks impact. I feel this movie's weirdest choice is the soundtrack. The film uses hip-hop music during action scenes, which feels completely out of place. Instead of building tension, it creates an odd disconnect between the action and the atmosphere. So that's it for today's my spoiler-free review of the movie Valiant One. What do you think? Are you excited to see this movie? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's chat about it. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode of The Lad Flick Show.